Okay. Even though I'm learning this on how to do this on the iPad, it is so easy. I'm I'm so excited to do this with the kiddos. But guys, if this is the first time you stumbled across the channel, I'm just a regular guy who's reading the Bible. And if you put in the comments anything at the end, I will definitely look to see if there are any comments. Right now there are none. So whoa. So yeah, let's get started. If you guys had any blessings happen to you, if you were able to give anyone blessings and you want to put them in the comments, definitely do that. This first 30 days, 31 days, we're just reading the book of Proverbs, gaining God's wisdom. Solomon could have had anything in the world. He asked for wisdom, and because of it, he was the wisest man that ever existed. So let's just read his Proverbs and see what we can receive from it. Always keep the fear of God in your heart and keep his covenants and love him, and you'll have wisdom too. So let's get into chapter 5 today. My son, unto my wisdom attend. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh to the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of strangers, and thou mourn in the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, How have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in an evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of water in the streets. Let them be only thy own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thy ravished always with her love. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the ways of man are before the eyes of Yah, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. That was some pretty intense stuff. Proverbs 5. Stay away from strange women. Love your wives. Let your wives be the reason that you take joy. That strange women are like death. So That's some good wisdom. Um, Glad I wasn't reading that with the kiddos. I think I should read these with the kiddos before I read them with you guys, because I would have skipped half that if the kiddos were here. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed Proverbs chapter 5. I'll see you guys on chapter 6.